Sadhvi was born in Bhind, Madhya Pradesh. Her father, Dr. Chandrapal Singh, was a well-known Ayurvedic doctor who used to treat patients free of cost through natural herbs. He was quite popular in Bhind. Dr. Chandrapal was also a God-fearing Hindu. He used to recite Bhagavad Gita daily, and Pragya used to sit with him during that time. The effect of Bhagavad Gita could have been seen on her. She was a quite daring girl. She used to drive bikes and organize self-help groups for girls. She always campaigned for girls' education and women empowerment. Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur studied and completed MA History at local Lahar College in Bhind. During the college time, she enrolled in Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, commonly known as ABVP. ABVP is the student wing of RSS and is most active in colleges and universities. She quickly gathered a large fan following and eventually became the state secretary of ABVP. She was also very active member of Durga Vahini, the women subsidiary of Bajrang Dal. Later, she formed Vande Mataram Jan Kalyan Samiti. Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur, known for sheer patriotism and love for the motherland, worked for Hinduism and India's unity, followed Lord Krishna's teaching. Being a right wing leader, she commanded immense respect among the RSS activists and members. Her stand against terrorism and Congress government's weak policy against anti-India organizations sparked various controversies and debates. But even under immense political pressure, she never backed off from her words. Her stance was often supported by various VHP and BJP leaders to gain political mileage and support of the Hindu population. Two bombs blasted in Maligaon, Maharashtra and one in Mursa, Gujarat. A total of 8 people were killed and various were injured. Pragya Thakur, along with 2 others, was arrested in her involvement in the blast by the Maharashtra ATS. Though there was no clear evidence or a proof against Sadhvi Pragya, still ATS took her into their custody for several days without even the approval of magistrate. In the prison, she was gruesomely tortured and interrogated by the officials. Even then, ATS could not prove her direct involvement in the case. The only link they had with Pragya was a motorbike registered on her name was used for the bomb blast, though she had already sold that bike 4 years prior to the bomb blast. Almost 9 years have passed the Maligaon incident and still ATS or a police don't have any concrete evidence against the Pragya Singh Thakur to prove her guilty. When she was arrested without proper evidence, various BJP leaders, most prominently Uma Bharti, had openly shown support to her. Many BJP leaders had spoken in her favor and bashed Congress party for their ill policies against RSS activists. Though BJP came into power in 2014 with Narendra Modi becoming the Prime Minister of India, but contrary to their previous support to Pragya, BJP has kept mum over the incident and are maintaining a status quo over the issue. BJP had previously lended support to Sadhvi Pragya only to gain emotional support of Hindu voters and gain some political mileage against Congress. But as soon as they came in power, they have shown their true color as well. Because in politics, nobody is a true friend or a true enemy. I became sannyasin on 30th October 2007 and was residing in ashram at Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. My life at ashram almost exclusively consisted of prayers, meditation, yoga, and the reading of spiritual texts. At the ashram, I did not watch TV channels and had practically no access to newspaper. From 23rd September 2008 to 4th October 2008, I was in Indore and stayed at the residence of my disciple Annaji. In the evening, 4th October 2008, I returned to my ashram in Jabalpur. On 7th October 2008, I received a call from a police officer, Mr. Sawant, ATS Maharashtra, who wanted to know about my LML Freedom vehicle. He insisted me to come down to Surat as early as possible. I travelled to Surat by train via Ujjain and arrived at Surat on 10th October 2008 early in the morning. My disciple, Sri Bhima Bhai Pasrija, had to receive me at railway station and I went to his place at Atop I met officer Mr. Sawant. I questioned him as to what happened to my vehicle and why you are asking about it. Mr. Sawant told me that my vehicle had been allegedly planted with the explosives and subsequently detonated in Malegaon bomb blast, which was completely shocking to me. I mentioned LML Freedom, two-wheeler once owned by me, was subsequently sold to one Sunil Joshi of Madhya Pradesh way back in October 2004. That Mr. Joshi had paid me 24,000 for the same. I had also signed the necessary TT form and RTO transfer in October 2004 itself. Since October 2004, I had no control over the vehicle and its movement and usage. Mr. Sawant repeatedly asked the same and I repeatedly replied the same. Mr. Sawant, however, informed me that he did not believe me and that I would have to accompany him and his ATS team to Mumbai for further interrogation, and he assured me that after such interrogation I would be free to go back to my ashram. Trusting Mr. Sawant, I agreed to accompany the ATS team to Mumbai. Mr. Sawant told me, take my father along with me. However, due to his old age, I told him it was not proper take down him to Mumbai and suggested that my disciple Mr. Bhimabhai Pasricha. At 5:15 p.m., myself, Mr. Pasricha, and the ATS officer left Surat and reached Bombay on the very night of 10th October 2008, and I was taken straight away at the ATS office at Kala Chowki. For 2 days, I was detained and interrogated by the ATS team in Mumbai. The questions were repetitive and directed at somehow involving me in the bomb blast in Malegaon on 29 September 2008. My answers remained constant throughout. On 12th October 2008, the ATS changed the mode of interrogation and became extremely aggressive with me. They asked Mr. Bhimabhai to beat me with sticks, belt on my palms, forehead, soles, etc. When Mr. Pasricha refused to do so, he was severely beaten by the ATS. Ultimately, with the greatest reluctance, he complied with the ATS orders. He exerted the very minimum of the force on me. Then he was pushed aside by the ATS team member Khanvilkar and he started beating me severely with the belt on my hand, forearms, palms, feet, soles, causing me bruises, swelling, and contusions in these areas. From the 13th onward, I was beaten during the day, night, and midnight. I was subject to vulgar abuse and obscene language by members of ATS team. My guru was abused and my chastity was questioned. I was physically and verbally traumatized to the extent that I wanted to commit suicide. I developed acute abdominal and kidney pains. I lost my appetite, became nauseous and giddy, and prone to having bouts of unconsciousness. I was taken to Rajdoot Hospital and within few hours I was taken to ICU at Sushruta Hospital. I underwent a treatment over here for 3 to 4 days, but my condition did not improve and I was taken to another hospital. I was carried on stretcher and my face was always covered with a black hood to avoid my face from being seen. I was brought back to ATS office at Kalachoki. I was finally arrested on 23rd October 2008 and produced before the Chief Judicial Magistrate Nasik on 24th October 2008, and I was remanded to police custody on that date till 3rd November 2008. I was denied access to a lawyer or any member of my family. A polygraph test was conducted on me while I was in illegal detention prior to 23rd October 2008. Thereafter, a second polygraph test was conducted on 1st November 2008. But the lie detector test as well as the narco analysis test were conducted without my consent. Nevertheless, all these investigative tests has only established my innocence in the Maligaon bomb blast. Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur had developed various life-threatening diseases during her stay in the jail. She has been suffering from the serious health problems including heart attack, partial paralysis, stage 3 breast cancer. Is this democracy? Is this constitutional to charge someone and drug them repeatedly to make them confess of crimes for sham political gains? Just because she is Hindu, she is being harassed like this. This is a disgrace that a woman, and that too Sadhvi, is mistreated, harassed, and tortured in a country which once held women and its shares with highest honor. She has been convicted for the crime she never did. Still, the brave daughter of India is keeping enough willpower to fight for justice. We wish huge respect in the heart of all patriot Hindus and Indians, and soon she will compare like a Chandrashekar, Azad, and Bhagat Singh. We hope this video acts as an eye opener for all who think she is not innocent. Thank you.